More than 200 earthquakes in four days. Over the past few days, tremors have rattled the Instagram island of Santorini. Millions of people flock to the Greek island every year, but this time they're running away because one quake after another has hit the whitewashed island, prompting authorities to deploy emergency crews, to close schools and ban access to seaside areas and announce additional flights to help people flee. But what's behind the string of quakes? And is the worst over yet? Our next report tells you.
It's hardly a surprise that Santorini is on so many people's bucket lists with its pristine whitewashed houses, dazzling panoramas, blue waters and romantic sunsets. Though this weekend, people were not flocking towards but away from the Greek island. Over the past 4 days, more than 200 earthquakes have been recorded in the Aegean Sea between Santorini and Amorgos, which is another Greek island. The strongest earthquake reached a magnitude of 4.6.
My personal experience is that I have never felt an earthquake so strongly and with such frequency. An earthquake every 10 or 20 minutes. It's the first time. I have never experienced this before.
Dozens of tremors have caused loud rumbles and rattled Santorini, prompting authorities to close schools, deploy emergency crews, blare mobile phones with alert warnings, ban access to seaside areas, and announce additional flights to help people leave the tourist hub.
This time things are serious. Last night I slept outside my house. I was afraid to go inside. And today I said I'm going to leave. I will go to a nearby island to get away until things calm down.
You can see it for yourself. People want to leave. There is no way out. God forbid if something happens in Athenio, the port, we're cut off because we only have sea and sky.
Santorini is home to just about 20,000 permanent residents, and its whitewashed villages draw more than 3 million visitors annually. But this island is no stranger to earthquakes. It sits on several fault lines known as the Hellenic Volcanic Arc. This is one of the most active volcanic fields in Europe. You see this crescent-shaped caldera? It has helped Santorini get the Instagram island nickname. But this caldera has a dark history. It was created by one of the largest volcanic eruptions in the history of mankind. It happened more than 3,500 years ago, around 1620 BC. It destroyed a large part of the island, devastated its ancient civilization, and blanketed much of the island in ash. Although it's still an active volcano, its last notable eruption was in 1956. A 7.5 magnitude earthquake struck Santorini, followed by an 80-feet tsunami. At least 53 people were killed, and one-third of the houses on the island collapsed. So, do these recent tremors have something to do with the volcano? Experts don't think so. Authorities say it's not related to volcanic activity. The seismic activity is due to tectonic movements. As the tremors continue at regular intervals with the same intensity, Santorini is bracing itself for a much bigger earthquake followed by a tsunami. While Santorini hopes it doesn't come to that, the island's history is reason enough to be fearful of the possibility.
We're calling the show Vantage. We hope you like what we put together for you. Touted as the minimum defense from that video. India's neighbours were the first to send the special edition of Vantage live from the White House throughout the week. Hindu Mandir we're on our way to Tel Aviv. Pretty measure, but it's also the perfect way to drive.
I don't think that
Prime Minister of Bhutan, Sherin Tagwe. Welcome to
60% of the world's
office. Prime Minister Modi did the iron.
We were actually
How are you doing? How do you like? It's been 1 year since that meeting. Iron bars separate you from the outside. Out the vote effort. Trump hat, it says, and at $4.3 trillion. 300 billion by 2030. That's what we need to tackle climate change.